Can Humpty Dumpty be saved? It's a busy evening in the newsroom of WKDM, Great Kingdom's television station. Anchorperson Susie Speaks begins the broadcast.
Good evening. Our top story tonight, a surprising announcement from the palace. Reporter Bob Blab has the details.
Susie, in an exclusive interview this afternoon, King Prosperous made an extraordinary offer to the people of our kingdom.
I hereby proclaim that I will award $1 million to anyone who can help doctors at the Great Kingdom Hospital find a way to save our kingdom's beloved egghead, Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty was injured yesterday morning in a fall from his perch on the Great Kingdom wall. His physician, Dr. Mandewell, says Mr. Dumpty's condition is critical, and hope for his recovery is fading.
Humpty Dumpty has cracked bones in his arms and legs, as well as severe yolk displacement. Our biggest concern, though, is his outer shell. It's so shattered, we don't even know how to repair the damage.
That's our report from the palace, Susie. I'll keep you posted on the latest developments on this ongoing drama.
In a home across the kingdom, twins Carol and Christopher Megabyte are watching the news with their parents.
Poor Mr. Dumpty. I can't imagine the kingdom without him.
$1 million? Maybe the reward will encourage someone to find a way to help Humpty.
After the news broadcast, Carol and Christopher sit down at their computers to begin their homework. While researching online, Carol finds an article about Humpty Dumpty's accident.
Hey Chris, check this out.
Wow, look at that picture. Humpty cracked into so many pieces when he fell. He looks kind of like a jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw puzzles can be solved. Chris, I think we can find a way to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
By the next morning, Carol and Chris, the top tech students in the kingdom, according to their teacher, have created a computer program that isolates the numbers of each broken piece of Humpty Dumpty's shell. The program also shows how to put those pieces back together again, just the way they were before Humpty's fall.
We did it! We figured out how to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. At least, we figured out how to get the computer to do it.
We've got to show our program to Dr. Mandewell at the hospital. Mom! Dad!
Mr. and Mrs. Megabyte rush into the hallway.
It's 5 a.m. Why are you two up already?
We're not up already. We've been up all night.
We figured out how to fix Humpty Dumpty.
You did what?
Carol and Chris proudly show the computer program to their parents. Mr. and Mrs. Megabyte hug the twins with just as much pride.
We need to show Dr. Mandewell. We have to go to the hospital right away.
The family quickly gets dressed. They arrive at the hospital at 7 a.m., just as Dr. Mandewell is holding a press conference about Humpty's recovery.
Good morning. I'm sad to report that Mr. Dumpty's condition is unchanged, and unless we find a way to repair his shattered shell soon, he can only get worse.
At that moment, the Megabyte family pushes through the crowd.
Dr. Mandewell, stop! We need to speak with you.
Who are you?
I'm Carol Megabyte.
And I'm Chris Megabyte. And we've created a program that will help put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Dr. Mandewell is skeptical, but he and a few other doctors gather around Carol's laptop to view the twins' program. Soon, everyone is amazed.
This is astounding! If we can make it work, we can save Humpty.
Dr. Mandewell immediately assembles a medical team to operate on Humpty Dumpty. 10 hours later, the doctor comes out of the operating room. The Megabyte family and a nervous crowd of reporters and spectators are waiting to hear the news. Bob Lab asks the questions everyone wants answered.
Dr. Mandewell, how's Humpty?
Well, we repaired his internal injuries and broken bones, and thanks to a computer program created by these two whiz kids, we were able to put Humpty's shell back together again, too. We have added a clear, shatterproof shield we think will keep him safe in the future.
You're saying that Humpty will make it?
Yes! With a few months of intensive physical therapy, we expect Humpty to make a full recovery.
The crowd cheers, and Carol and Chris high-five each other.
4 months later, Humpty Dumpty leaves the hospital, fully recovered. The kingdom celebrates his return with a festival in his honor. During the event, King Prosperous presents a check for $1 million to Carol and Chris Megabyte. Bob Blab reports.
Today, Humpty Dumpty is back on the Great Kingdom wall, surrounded by a shatterproof shield, cushioned with a special padded foam. He seems well and protected from the risk of another fall. At least we hope so. This is Bob Blab reporting from the outside of the Kingdom Center.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you to Chris and Carol Megabyte. Everyone in the kingdom loves a happy ending, and you made it happen.